Republic of Congo, Ebola death toll rises to 180. Plus, business, sports, and weather reports after this break. Welcome back. Another news in full. The National Industrial Court of Nigeria has ordered the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress not to embark on its indefinite strike scheduled to commence on November 6. The organized labor had threatened to commence the action and insisting on the increase in the national minimum wage from the current 18,000 to 30,000 naira. Justice Sanusi Kado on Friday ruled that if the strike is allowed, it would lead to huge economic loss and could also jeopardize the health of many Nigerians who would not be able to access health facilities during the period. The last meeting of the tripartite negotiation committee on the minimum wage had ended in deadlock after the federal government insisted that it could only afford to pay 25,000 naira while the governors head on to 22,500 naira. Meanwhile, the organized labor today has insisted on going ahead with its planned strike next Tuesday. A fresh round of tremor measuring 3.0 Mercalli intensity scale MIS has hit Maitama district in Abuja. Nigerian Geological Survey Agency NGSA disclosed this on Thursday after receiving distress calls from residents in the area. According to the technical head of the agency, Dr. Abdulrazak Garba, preliminary findings indicated that the tremor occurred around the vicinity of Panama Street, Maitama district. He said the tremor was felt indoors and lasted less than 1 minute and with no structural damages. Garba asked residents not to panic as investigations were still ongoing. He also advised the residents to move out of their houses if vibrations continue, assuring that Abuja was not prone to earthquake. Today, 2nd of November, is marked globally as International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists. To this effect, some journalists in Nigeria have joined the call for an end to the killings, unlawful imprisonment, and other crimes against newsmen. The Code on the World and its leaders to ensure journalists are protected and allowed to carry out their duties without fear of intimidation.
I believe that journalism and the life of journalists will be protected more if we give power to the people. Because these journalists, they are the mouthpiece of the people. And they give us information of what is happening in government, some things government want to cover, but they don't want us to see, some ills in the society. So we don't have any law protecting journalists in this country. We don't have any law saying that if you shove a journalist, you pay fine. I think the National Assembly should come up with laws that will protect the journalists, such that we should be able to respect journalists the way we respect military men when we see them in their uniform. Because for me, the pen is mightier than the gun.
Journalism is a good profession, giving information to the world. I encourage them, the world remembering them is a very good one to celebrate the job and also remember those who died in the course of the job. But I also want to call the journalists to be professional in their work. Situations where they spread information they get from social media is not a good one. It should be the other way around. So I commend them and I wish them more successful professional ahead.
Killing journalists across the nation, across the world, is a crime, and I totally condemn that. The government should come out and arrest whosoever that have tortured or committed crime against journalists in that regard.
Some people are still reacting to reports that Nigeria has the highest number of mother-to-child transmission of HIV/AIDS globally. Health Minister Professor Isaac Adewale revealed mid-October, Congolese authorities said they were facing a wave of the near the border with Uganda. The health ministry, however, said more than 25,000 people have been vaccinated against the disease. And still ahead, business, sports, and weather reports after this break. Welcome back. And business news now. Trading activities on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange on Thursday closed in red as the All-Shares Index declined further by 1.42%. Market capitalization dropped by 1.42%, closing at 11.685 trillion naira from the previous close of 11.853 trillion naira, shedding 168 billion naira. The volume and value of traded stocks grew by 65.43% and 26.88% to close at 351.6 million units and 4.78 billion naira respectively. 11 stocks gained as against 24, the last bringing the market breadth to a negative round off. And in sports, Super Eagles coach Thomas Denaby is targeting a successful title defense when the 11th edition of the 2018 African Women Cup of Nations bid for Ghana kicks off from the 17th of November to the 1st of December 2018. Denaby, who was appointed head coach of the Super Falcons in January, will be leading the Super Falcons to the 2018 Africa Women Cup of Nations for the first time. The Super Falcons are the most successful team in the history of the African Women Cup of Nations, winning 8 of the 10 titles, and Denaby will be aiming to win the 9th title for Nigeria. Nigeria is drawn to play South Africa, Kenya, and Zambia in Group B of the 11th Women Africa Cup of Nations, with Cape Coast as the venue. And from the Weather Center, Abuja has a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius with cloudy intervals and light winds towards this evening. Lagos will experience minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius, but may be a bit cloudy towards this evening also. Port Harcourt is 20 degrees Celsius, mainly cloudy, and showers of rain may be experienced with a bit of storm. Kano and Kaduna will experience cloudy temperatures of 16 and 17 degrees Celsius, respectively. Nasarawa and Minna also will experience cloudy evening with minimum temperature of 22 and 21 degrees Celsius, respectively. And that's the news for this hour, but we'd like to let you know that you should stand by for the stadium because the team of Jordan and Madeira are already here, okay? Hello, guys.